Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Zyrian. Today I'm coming at you guys with another how to not get banned modding video. So this is a third part, and I decided so many people have been asking questions in comment sections on the other videos I've made, the other two videos. I'm like, you know what, let's just make a video kind of addressing some of them and giving 5 more tips, so we'll have 15 tips total after this video. If I leave anything out you wanted to know, just let me know in the comment section. I'll try and answer it as fast as possible. Also, if you guys want to see me reading your guys' comments and trying to answer them on video, just let me know, because I'm down to do that. I honestly want to answer some comments, you know, for some of you guys who may have that question and you weren't the one asking it, you know, it may help you. Because honestly, some of these comments I've seen will probably help more of you guys out than just the person who commented it. Alright, enough of that though. Before we get into this video, hit the like button, sub button, notification bell, stay updated with all my future videos. And yeah, let's hop right into it. Alright, so at number 1, this is one of the most essential things on this whole list to ensure you don't get banned modding. It's to find a reliable menu, find something that you know is not going to get banned, whether you're asking me or someone in the Discord or just doing your own research. Just find a mod menu you know is going to give you the best chance not to get banned. Because there's plenty of mod menus out there, and a lot of them will get you banned because they're already detected and haven't been updated and all this stuff, or they're just not made well and they got detected very fast. So if you ask me though, I say use Mr. Mods right now, because personally I've been fine with that menu. I was in the past. I only had problems with it during the ban wave from about July 22nd to couple weeks ago, I want to say. That's the only time I actually had a problem with that menu and got detected and banned. As of the last week or so, I've been completely fine with it. I've had a lot of other people saying in the Discord as well that it's been fine for them, and they're suggesting it as well. So I do suggest using that mod menu. I can't suggest using Syntax right now because I know that menu will get you banned fairly quickly. Some of you guys have said you haven't been banned from it. Majority I've seen is a lot of people got banned, so I'd say don't use Syntax right now. I don't think it's safe at the moment. But overall, just find a menu that you think is going to give you the best chance to not get banned. Like I said, I suggest Mr. Mods. If you don't want to use that menu because you don't like it for some reason, do your own research and try and find something that you think is safe. Alright, so at number 2, this is another thing that can make or break you getting banned. Use an injector such as Zyrian, because that is a safer way to mod on GTA, and it's harder to get detected when you're injecting a mod menu into your game rather than keeping it in your game files 24/7. If you don't know what an injector does, basically it's just a program on your computer where you drop the mod menu file inside of it, and then once you're on the game, you select the program, aka GTA, while in the injector, and then you just click inject on the injector and it puts a mod menu in your game while your game is already up and running, rather than starting your game, having it preloaded in your game and keeping it in your game all the time in the file. Basically, it just puts it in your game and you can take it out. From what I found in the past, injectors are the safest way to go for not getting banned. So far, with the menus I've suggested in this video and past videos, I've been completely fine when I use an injector. That being said though, I wasn't doing anything that was going to get me banned just quickly. Although the one time I did use Syntax, obviously you have to use an injector for that menu if you know anything about it. I did get banned, but I did a money drop in that lobby, so that makes perfect sense that I got banned. Any other time I used an injector, it allowed me to stay safe. And back in the day when I used Mr. Mods, I got banned twice using the menu. The first time was before the ban wave started, or basically when the ban wave started, and I got banned using that, and I didn't inject it at that time. And the next time was a few weeks ago, probably about 3 weeks ago, when I just threw it in to see how it was going, and I also didn't use an injector at that time. But as soon as I started using an injector, I've been completely fine, doing pretty much the same things as I did without the injector. Except for the trolling aspects, I kind of cut that out entirely, even though I dumbed it down and didn't do too much before. But overall, you need to find yourself an injector such as Zyrian. If you have any questions about that, hit me up in the Discord and I'll try and link you to one. Or you can find plenty of videos on YouTube with a link and how to download and how it works. I believe I have a video on this channel about how to download Syntax. Pretty sure that has the Zyrian file in it, the download link in the description. So if you want to know anything about that or download it for yourself, just go check out that how to download Syntax video on my channel. It's from not too long ago, I don't think. Tip number 3 is limit your recoveries. And if you don't know what recoveries are, it's basically when you add money to your account or add level to your account. You mess with your player's stats in any type of way, basically. As well as limiting the amount of money you add to your account, as well as RP. If you go level 1 to 8,000, you may get banned, you may also not get banned. It really depends, but I'd say don't go super high. Just always, I'm going to suggest 120. I've gone to a little bit higher on some other accounts, actually like quite a bit higher. I'm not talking like I've been leveled 1,000 plus before. I haven't gone to the thousands yet. But basically, just don't go crazy with your level. It's just a number that looks cool. It's nothing more than that after level 100 or really 200, because that's your max health. Same goes for money. You don't need more than a couple 100 million. You don't need more than even 100 million necessarily, unless you're really trying to buy everything in the game and max everything out. You only need, like, I'd say between no more than 40 million to get yourself set with all the facilities and everything, and customization for weapons like Mark II weapons. Those get expensive, by the way. It's like between 2 and 5 million, I'd put it, to max out all the Mark II weapons. Those can get very expensive, but no more than 50 million, 40 million. That's a good number for actual just upgrades and buying stuff. So overall, don't go very crazy with recoveries. Limit your recoveries, and that'll help you stay under the radar and not get banned quickly. Alright, so number 4 is don't change the weather in games, especially in public lobbies, because a lot of people will figure out who the modder is based off that, because once you change the weather, the chat usually starts getting going in the lobby, and people are like, oh, who's the modder, who's doing this, blah, blah, blah. And the most common thing a lot of modders like to do is they like to add snow, and a lot of people like it, but also a lot of people dislike it, so you're risking getting reported, and that's an easy way to get banned, as well as just the fact you're adding snow in a lobby when that's not supposed to be there. Rockstar is supposed to be the only people who can turn that on and off. So if a lobby's snowing in July versus in December when it should be, that's kind of an easier way to let someone know, hey, someone might be modding in this lobby, and then you get reported, or Rockstar themselves just detect you by that. So far as weather, I don't know how their detecting works, but overall, a lot of people will just get mad if you do it, and some people, like I've said in other videos, just get mad that there's modders in general in GTA. Whether you're just minding your business or you're doing something to bother them, some of them just dislike you either way because they think grinding is like way superior to modding on a game that's 6-7 years old now. Regardless, some people just don't agree with modding, so I'd say, like I always say, keep it low. Don't do stuff like that with the weather unless you're maybe in a solo public session or an invite only session. Let me know though if you've got banned for changing the weather, or if that's something that led to you getting banned. That's one of the top things you did. I don't know though if you can get banned for changing the weather just off detection, but I don't think you can, so don't worry too much about detection. I'd say with that, just more so worry about the people in the lobby and how they feel about it. So I'd say more so it's for a solo session rather than a public session, even though it is cool and you may like it and the majority of the lobby may like it. That one report on you isn't good because that's just alerting Rockstar that some people are reporting you for certain things, and if they check that out, sometimes your account can be very obvious that you're modding on. So overall, just don't change the weather when you're in a public session. Alright, and finally we're at tip number 5. This applies to everything in the mod menu. Don't overdo stuff in the mod menu, especially when you're just doing random stuff, whether it's the safest stuff or the most risky stuff. Don't overdo it. As well as don't get careless, because sometimes you'll say, oh yeah, I added 200 mil to my account in level 200 and I haven't got banned, so you get kind of careless and you want to add the menu back or keep the menu in your game, and you're like, hey, maybe I'll add level 500 and then I'll add $1 billion. So don't overdo it and don't get careless with it, because that's when you start getting in risky territory and the ban just pops out of nowhere. So you got to really know how to be careful with it. You just have to have self-control, basically. It's a pretty broad tip, but basically what I'm just trying to say is just don't do too much of something. When it seems too good to be true, just kind of let it sit and don't force it. Don't force yourself to get to level 500 when you're just fine at 200. So yeah, just don't overdo things and get careless. All right, so that was another 5 tips on how to not get banned modding. If you have any other questions, let me know in the Discord, the comment section down below, and I'll try and answer that as quick as possible. As well as just let me know if you want to see a video where I answer your guys' questions on video, basically from the comments. But yeah, that's the video. I hope it did help some of you guys who have more questions about modding. If you want to see more of my videos on this channel, hit that like button, sub button, notification bell, stay updated with all my future videos. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.
Cold cut, self-sabotaging, about to go nuts. Just in case you're wondering, I've been on the road doing shows. Last night was in your city and I almost hit your phone. I'm a